Fighting robots represent probably one of the biggest challenges in engineering because there is no perfect design.
"40 robot fighting teams are about to take on one of the most intense engineering challenges in the world.
Advice I'd give to roboteers entering the arena is don't panic and try not to die.
To design, build and battle heavyweight fighting robots to compete for the ultimate prize.
Through chaotic group battles and fierce head-to-heads, new and veteran teams of robot engineers must push their reinforced war machines to the limits.
Their robots are harder, faster, stronger, designed for one thing: total destruction in pursuit of victory.
Welcome to Robot Wars, where teams of brilliant engineers bring their beautifully crafted machines to wage war in search of glory.
From the spinners to the flippers, the cluster bots to the axes, the goal for all of our teams is to become the new Robot Wars champion. The reality for most is that they'll be going home in a bin bag.
And if the competition wasn't enough to contend with, the bulletproof arena is stacked with hazards and policed by the world's angriest machines. The House Robots.
This series, the House Robots have gone rogue. Now hitting the tyre causes the dial to fall left, dropping the pit, or right, releasing the House Robots from their corner patrol zones to inflict indiscriminate damage across the arena for 10 seconds.
Over 4 weeks, we've seen carnage, destruction and roboteers pushed to the very edge as 4 teams have secured their place in next week's grand final.
Tonight's competitors feature the reigning champions Apollo and their arch nemesis Carbide. They and 6 other teams will fight through 2 group battles, 6 head-to-heads and the heat final.
Only one team can progress for the chance to become the new Robot Wars champion.
Taking part in tonight's first group battle are Apollo, Miss Nightshade, Coyote and Rusty.
Apollo, Flipper.
The reigning champions can now fire with 5 tons of force. They've got one last house robot to flip, and they also have a title to defend.
For some reason, it looks chunkier. It looks bigger than it was.
We've upgraded the armour on the side, so it's got a little bit wider from that, but only a fraction, really.
Have you kept any of the scars from the last
Yeah,
series?
we've got still at the front there some of the scars from Carbide. I get that mixed up. So we've got a few scars still from that.
Okay, it's Apollo.
Rusty, Flipper.
Rusty's weapon is constructed of hardened steel and titanium. This local team from Glasgow have never actually driven the robot before, and it's totally untested in the arena.
Let's talk about the weapon. It's a flipper, right?
It's a flipper weapon.
Yeah. With a bit of a scoop.
Bit of a scoop, so we can get more underneath people.
And how do you all know each other?
We all go to college together.
Okay. Studying what?
Engineering systems.
Right. So pressure's on.
Just a wee bit. Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Give it up, please. Good luck.
Miss Nightshade, Spikebot.
This unique robot with 8 armed petals stands at 1 metre high. Miss Nightshade is the competition's tallest.
One of the joys of getting to the second series of this is that the robots are getting weirder looking. Is it fast? Is it mobile? Is it...
Well, in all honesty, we haven't tested it with petals on because we wanted it as a surprise to us.
Okay, that's a wonderful philosophy to go into Robot Wars. A surprise. You're supposed to surprise us. You're not supposed to surprise yourself.
Yeah, but we just wanted that surprise element for us.
The best of luck, ladies and gentlemen. Nightshade. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing.
From Ayrshire, Coyote.
This dual-weapon robot is capable of 1,000 kilograms of crush and has a chainsaw tail.
So talk me through Coyote.
So the main weapon on Coyote, this beast here, it's a clamp and lift weapon.
Right.
So you can grab down onto the opponents and lift them up as well.
Okay, so kill a lot style?
Kill a lot style, yeah.
Rachel, any weaknesses that you think we might need to be careful of?
I think it could be the chainsaw, actually. Like, see if we get flipped and it lands on the chainsaw, it's done.
Can I have a coyote call, please? Go on, Callum.
Not from me. I think that's Jamie's job.
Oh, everybody, coyote call. Oh! Is that what a coyote does? No. I have no idea, but let's go with that.
As defending champions, Apollo are the marked men in a group filled with newcomers with everything to gain. Can they unseat the current kings of Robot Wars? To find out, it's over to Jonathan Pierce.
Thanks very much, Dara and Angela. With Apollo in the arena, our first group battle promises to be flipping awesome. Battles fought over 3 minutes, and competitors are out if they're immobilised for 10 seconds, find themselves flipped out of the arena, or are flung into the dreaded pit of doom. Once cease is called, if both robots are still mobile, it's up to our judging panel, Dr. Lucy Rogers, Professor Sethu Vijayakumar, and head judge, Professor Noel Sharkey, the legend. They'll judge based on control, damage and aggression. The teams are entering the arena.
From North Wales, Apollo.
The boy band of Robot Wars are back. Apollo has upgraded. It now has a 1,000 PSI high-pressure flipper. It can launch 110-kilo robots 6 foot in the air.
From Glasgow, Rusty.
This team of engineering students hopes to get under the competition with their 5mm thick hardened steel scoop. And it's quick too, at 14 miles an hour.
From Brighton, Miss Nightshade.
Katie and Jodie are new to robot building, and their robot is surrounded with pneumatic hammers to provide them with 360-degree defence, and when the petals are open, it's over 2 metres wide.
From Ayrshire, Coyote.
Coyote's crushing jaws generate up to 1,000 kilos of bite. It's a brand new robot for this series, so this is the first test for the team, with its clamping jaws and vertical saws in the arena. It's dead metal. 3 new robots. Always good to see that. But they're against the champions.
Roboteers, stand by.
Clap.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
The start of Apollo's defence. Who will they send into orbit? Ms. Nightshade there with the 4 petals and spikes and hammers, and Apollo's first drive is on the old rusty bucket, and in underneath again. Yes! And look at the celebrations already for Apollo, and why not? Get in underneath the ground clearance of Rusty, the big flip, the most powerful flipper in the UK, they say. And the unique Ms. Nightshade takes off. Apollo on the drive. This is to end the Coyote bar. Apollo looks again to be a leading contender. Oh, Miss Nightshade, they're in a bit of a flap. Are they waving goodbye? There's the pit release.
Get out of the way, everybody!
They know the house robots know. Rogue, out comes dead metal to peel away the petals of Miss Nightshade. Now, what are they going to do here, Apollo? It's all about destruction. Neat. He loved it. He loved it. It's brilliant to see. Great attack on Rusty. Well. The champions here are in devastating early form. Dead metal still tussling with Miss Nightshade. Apollo and Coyote through them. The first attack from Apollo, smashing Rusty down. Miss Nightshade, that's a huge machine to lift up and over like that. You can sense the power out there of Apollo again. All over the floor, the Rusty nails.
If you were going to go out, best to go out against the reigning champions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're so relentless. That's their style. They go and they kind of tended to pick on you a little bit more than you might have liked. Is there anything that you could have done where you just...
It was the first time actually driving a robot, so it was as good as it can go.
Well, listen, hard luck, guys. The crowd loved you, and well done. Coyote through to the head-to-heads. Maybe. I mean, that is the reaction, I think, that I would have gone with, because it wasn't spectacular.
It wasn't, no. There's a few things to improve on, work on, but just a massive relief to get through that, yeah.
Well, good luck, and well done.
Mixed responses, I think, we're going to get for this. Actually, yeah. Let's start with yourselves, right? Let's start with yourselves just because that was, I'd say, that was impressive. That was a fairly awesome display.
Yeah.
You happy with the form you're in?
Yeah, it's great to actually finish a fight with both wheels working. We didn't have that much luck last year with that, so it's good to be back.
Tempted to have a little kind of leisure time go at the house robot, were you?
No, we've already had dead metal anyway, so...
Yeah, been there, done that.
Passé to you, passé. Whereas, let me turn to yourselves and... how have you enjoyed your journey to
I
Robot Wars?
loved it.
Really?
It was the first time we tested the pneumatics and the pedals coming out, and they worked really well.
My commiserations of Ms. Nightshade. We won't see again. We will see Apollo, though. So a round of applause for Apollo, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks. Well done, guys. Well done, guys.
The teams head back to the pits to assess the damage and prepare for the head-to-heads. Apollo have proved they're still the ones to beat.
I'm happy days, aren't we?
I'm happy. It's really cold as well, so that means the flipper's probably only working at half
That's only
power.
because he wore 2 layers, he thinks it's cold. 4 layers. 4 layers. That.
But Apollo works a lot better in the warm, so that was probably about half power. And
Same as you.
We launched them... You shut up. And we were launching them at fair height.
Coyote are also through, but they face a long list of repairs.
We need to repair the chainsaw. It's taken a bit of a battering there from the Apollo flippers. Massive relief to get through the first round. It's so many hours of time and commitment to get these things running. For it to potentially all be over in the first 3 minutes could be quite rough.
Considering we were up against the reigning champions as well.
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse, I think, but
definitely. In our second fight of the night, it's Carbide, Crackers and Smash, Mega Mouse, and Trolley Rage.
Crackers and Smash, Cluster Bot.
Crackers lifts and Smash spins. A clever distribution of weight means opponents have to destroy both robots to get the team out.
The rules about this are if more than 55% of your robots are mobilised.
That's correct.
But you've gone at, you've played it very, very tight with this. Like, so you really have to kill both of your robots.
Alex is the clever one that did the maths.
Yeah.
Smash weighs 54% of the weight limit. Crackers weighs 46% of the weight limit. So we're just inside. It means we can have a massive weapon on or large weapon on one machine and then more armour on the other.
I'm genuinely very, very excited. I think you've done a really interesting thing. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, Crackers and Smash.
Thank you very much.
Carbide. Spinner.
Last series runners-up have upgraded their feared machine and are determined to go the distance this time. The Deadly Blade weighs 25 kilograms and is capable of spinning at 2,300 revs per minute.
It seems that Apollo in the previous group battle are kind of marked men as the champions.
Yeah.
You guys, you know, runners up, do you feel like there's a lot of eyes out for you?
Yeah, we've put in a lot of work this series just to iron out all the problems that we had, and hopefully we've fixed all those. So we've got a new weapon motor, new drive. It spins up faster to a higher top speed now as well.
So what's the top speed now?
250 miles an hour in 3 seconds, and it's about 20% more powerful now. So it'd be good to have another pop at Apollo, definitely.
Please, Carbide, everybody. Good luck.
Mega Mouse, Flipper Lifter.
Mega Mouse boasts a powerful hardened steel flipper, as well as 4-wheel drive and support from a small but deadly wedge of cheese.
See, on some level, I have a problem with this. The attempt to make a killing robot look cute.
It looks cute, but it can pack a punch, so...
How big a punch? Look, it's a flipper, is it?
Yeah, it's a flipper. It can launch them about 4 foot in the air.
And, of course, you're not even on your own. I mean, because it's a 2-robot system.
Yeah, I've got a cluster bot called, then this one's called Charles.
Charles, because he's a piece of cheese.
Yeah, Charles the cheese.
And all cheese is called Charles. So what can Charles do?
Because of the wedge at the front, he can get under the other robots, so Mega Mouse can easily get under them and flip them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mega Mouse.
Trolley Rage Axbot.
Made from an upturned shopping trolley, this robot also features 2 front-mounted spikes. The robot is a brainchild of a university department of engineering. What is Trolley Rage made out of?
Everything that's on here is basically reclaimed, so the motors are about 20, 30 years old. They came out of a very old wheelchair. The drive motors for the axe, similar age. So it's pretty much whatever we had lying around in the workshops.
And part of this for you, I mean, because you're both in the Department of Engineering in the University of Greenwich, is to show people that anyone can do this.
Well, exactly. I mean, what we're trying to persuade is actually young engineers to move on.
Brilliant.
So, you know, it's future engineers. Is
Fantastic.
what we're looking
And
at.
stuff that we've a tendency to dispose
Exactly.
things in this culture far too quickly, when actually it can be reused and parts of the work, and
absolutely
it's an important
Yes,
lesson. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Trolley Rage.
Carbide is the favourite to make the next round. The other 3 teams will need to survive one of the most powerful spinners in the competition.
Carbide may well be the one to watch in this match, but 2 robots will win a place in the head-to-heads. The teams are in the arena.
From Ripon, Crackers Smash.
Each half of the cluster bot weighs around 54 kilos. The boys plan to pin opponents with crackers and then smash them with the spinner and smash.
From the Midlands, Carbide.
Dave and Sam are full-time engineers, although they found time to fully upgrade Carbide with its 25-kilo spinning bar. They've also upgraded the drive to give them 9 horsepower of push.
From Derby, Mega Mouse.
Mega Mouse has aluminium armour and 4-wheel drive. At 100 kilos, the team worry its weight might factor against him in a fight.
From Medway, Kent, Trolley Rage.
Trolley Rage built from an upturned shopping trolley. It's a rarity in the competition with its electric axe, which they can use to self-right. $750 kilos, that's a kill a lot in the arena for this bout.
Roboteers, stand by. Three, two, one, activate.
Carbide will start as the favourites, I would imagine. With the drive, they can get up to 12 miles an hour, let's not forget. Watch out for Mega Mouse. Great looking machine. And I'm fascinated to see how the Clusterbot Crackers and Smash do here. There's a bash off Carbide. And that could have done enough damage there to end the dream of Trolley Rage very early on. You can see here the effect of Carbide. Any impact from that mighty spinning blade will cause so much damage.
Running away.
Always worthwhile tactics in Robot Wars. The old run away. But meanwhile, the Carbide boys will want to come in and cause more damage. The pit release has been activated. They want machines down in the pit. Poor old Trolley Rage, they never really got going, yeah, but this is a mightily impressive Carbide machine. Oh, look at that! Goodness me! The Mega Mouse wheel was simply lifted into space. Go on, back into your hole, Mega Mouse. Retreat. Whoa, Carbide. Wow. Trolley Rage. Back to the old supermarket for that trolley. Oh dear.
We survived.
We played up there, mate.
Carbide. Weight, thickness, speed of the blade, so important. Crackers was around the floor, moving quite neatly. The damage all caused by Carbide.
Well. Right, let's go to the University of Greenwich first. What grade would you give yourself for that?
An A for effort.
To be honest, I don't think it went too badly overall. It certainly moved, it certainly fired. Hopefully it inspires some people to say, yeah, we can build a robot out of the scrap metal that's laying in the scrap yards or wheelchair motors that no one's going to be using anymore, and we can actually go and build something.
Listen, well done. Congratulations to you. My commiserations, though. What I give to you, I take it away. You're out. Whereas you, that's a very interesting set of tactics you have here, which is make the little one run away really quickly.
They're both really little. They're very, very quick. That's what we've got enough power. We've got 7 kilowatts of power in there to zip around and leave our opponents behind, which is what we did. Carbide couldn't chase us until we drove into it.
Yes. Yeah. Can you prepare them for the next one?
I may have a little bit of machining to do.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because you're through. You're through. That's the most important thing.
I can't believe it. We can't believe it.
Oh, fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, Crackers and Smash!
Mega Mouse. Not just a pretty face, it took some beating.
Yeah, he took a few hits to get to die, but...
Could you have done anything differently, do you think?
Try and stay out of these guys.
I mean, I think that's going to be a problem for everybody moving forward. Yeah. OK, well done, Mega Mouse. We love you. Carbide. A dusting of destruction. It was like you were gliding around, demolishing.
Robots everywhere. I didn't know what to do with it. We kind of took it kind of steady in that one. We didn't want to cause too much damage. And
that was you not causing damage.
Yeah.
Right. There was definitely, as you mentioned before, it fires up quicker. It's fiercer than it's ever been before.
Louder now as well, and it seems pretty scary, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you're on the right side of it, so you shouldn't be scared of it. But I imagine other people are not entirely happy in the pits right now. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mega Mouse. Well done. Through to the head-to-heads. Carbide.
Carbide are through and have enhanced their already fearsome reputation.
Too many robots in there, wasn't there? Sport for choice, really.
We're pretty happy with how it just kept spinning up. It seems to be all running nicely at the end, so it's definitely a good start for it.
Underdogs Crackers and Smash are also through, but received some major blows from Carbide.
That's not going back. This was the front wedge on Smash. 5mm stainless steel.
Yeah,
and it's bent like a banana.
Yeah, this is before and after.
That's what it should look like, and that's what it's ended up looking like.
Cracker's weapon is destroyed, and Smash's is seriously damaged.
This is fixable.
This is fixable.
Right, let's get cracking.
Yeah.
It may be fixable, but can they do it in the 2-hour repair time allowed?
So, rivals Carbide and Apollo are both through to the next round. They're joined by Coyote and Crackers and Smash. Our first head-to-head is between Carbide and arch nemesis Apollo.
I'm feeling confident, and Dave isn't, so that's quite a good average, I think.
It is. I'm not unconfident. I'm just a bit nervous about it, really, because we know what Carbide's capable of. We've just got to literally drive straight into him right at the start of the fight, try and stop the spinning disc getting up to full speed, and just do that for the whole fight. Just keep constantly going into them, stopping that spinning disc as much as we can.
This is the most anticipated fight of the competition. Do Apollo have what it takes to defend their Robot Wars crown?
I'm Dave Young, I'm the team captain, and we've also got the team engineer, Mark Dermott, of Team Apollo, the defending Robot Wars champions. So we're here at Pontins Prestatyn, where we met many years ago as Bluecoats.
Whoa there, old Dara.
It's behind you!
Oh, no it isn't!
Apollo is upgraded for the next series of Robot Wars. We've got new upgraded armour, new electronics to make the robot faster and more agile. And this year, we're going to make it 2 times Robot Wars champions.
Standing in their way are Carbide, with a point to prove.
I'm Dave, I'm the driver, and Sam's the weapon operator. Me and Sam are both qualified engineers working for the nation's biggest companies. Carbide is a combination of both of our efforts. We got quite well known for this death hum that Carbide produces. It is terrifying, it scared us. I can see why other people are terrified of it as well. On the inside, Carbide's been completely re-engineered. It's now more powerful, more reliable, and more precise. So we went back to the drawing board with the motor that powers the weapon. We decided we need to make our own. The new one's absolutely micron precision, completely to our own design. Carbide has a reputation for being the meanest machine around, and we want to keep that reputation.
Our first head-to-head, Apollo against Carbide. Two robots at the top of their game and a repeat of last series' final. And in the arena, the only house robot the Apollo boys haven't managed to flip, Sir Killalot.
Roboteers, stand by.
To the robot. Oosh.
3, 2, 1, activate.
Now, all about the death hum, all about the weaponry, and the first attack on Apollo, but look at the self-righting mechanism. And they're off and running again, the champions. Apollo to the left there, Carbide spinning, you can hear the death hum waning up to full power.
Smash it.
What's happened here? Apollo isn't moving.
Come on, leave us alone. Stop it. He's going for the wheels. He's going for the wheels.
That's nasty, that, isn't it? Look, he's going for that wheel.
The champions are in trouble. And that death hum is a glorious noise for Carbide now.
How come you got control, man?
Don't know, I didn't do that.
Oh, good work, man. I just had that hell flat out. I gave up, turn it off.
What a win for Carbide. The champions beaten in the first head-to-head, and now what damage will be sustained by Killalot? That crushing claw of Killalot is merciless. Houston, we have a problem with Apollo. Good early flip by Apollo, but the power of the flip turned itself over, then itself righted. But wham, bam, took a slam. How much damage was sustained by that? And there, look at the top panel flying off. The Carbide weaponry is astonishing.
Whew, feels tense in here. Okay, so you went for it. It did look like you almost got in there on the first one, and then...
I think when we went to head-to-head and we messed up our flip, got ourselves caught upside down, they came in with a really big hit, stopped our drive, and I think it is a 50-50 between us, and they got the better end of it.
And then Dave again goes for his little tactics while we're dead and tries to take our wheels, same as he did last year.
Sly.
But...
Now you, lads, they're saying that was dirty play.
Yeah, they're going to say that. People want to see stuff getting smashed, that's why we're here. So.
Okay, well you guys had been obviously immobilised for more than 10 seconds, so the 3 points goes to Carbide.
It proved to be a brutal fight for Apollo, who now know what the improved Carbide is capable of.
I'd say Apollo was our biggest threat in the competition so far that we know about. To take them out is brilliant, really. Couldn't ask for more. That was a perfect fight for us.
Apollo now have just 2 hours to repair what they can, but the damage is extensive.
Our whole robot is basically twisted now, so the arm on front, the flipper itself, was actually bent, so when it dropped down, it was actually catching on the side of Apollo and not fitting into the slot.
If they can't smooth out the ripped edges from Carbide's blade, their flipper won't work.
Who made it worse?
Next into the arena is Clusterbot Crackers and Smash versus Crusher Coyote. Both teams sustained major damage in the group battles and have been fighting to get their machines ready. Crackers and Smash have had to pull their robots apart after taking a number of direct hits from Carbide. It's now a race against time to put it all back together again.
I'm actually going to remove the weapon speedos.
Coyote have serious problems with their chainsaw.
Chainsaw's a bit of a write-off at the moment, sadly. It's quite bent and quite broken, so sacrifice that.
Time's up for Crackers and Smash, and their machines are still in pieces.
We're in. We're being called into the arena. We will not go together in time. We're going to be weaponless. We were very close to having the weapons spinning, but with just fractionally not enough time.
Coyote no longer has a working chainsaw tail. Only the front crushing jaw is active.
My name's Jamie, and I'm the team captain of Coyote. We are from Ayrshire. With me on the team, we've got Rachel Gibson, who's responsible for the electronics and welding, and Callum Jones, who does our CNC machining. My day job is as a domestic gas engineer. Coyote is a mean, menacing dog from hell.
Kind of says a lot of strange things about Jamie. He's usually a kind of very calm, collected sort of guy, but then he comes up with a monster like that.
Front weapon jaws are a hefty piece of kit. They weigh around 45 kilos, which is a good percentage of the robot's weight. So we've got to make sure that we've got enough weight left for armour to make sure that we can stand up to attacks from the other robots.
With Coyote, we're not just here to destroy, we're here to scare.
Rivals Crackers and Smash are facing a battle with both weapons out of action. A danger they knew they were taking with a cluster bot.
My name's Alex, I'm a product design engineer. I design things for theme parks, visitor centres, roller coasters, things like that. The team's made up of myself, I was the lead designer, my father Ian, my friend Dave, who's our second driver, and Keith, who's become our CNC expert. Clusterbot is a machine that's made of 2 or more parts, which gives our opponents not just one problem to deal with, but multiple issues about how you fight something that's in 2 places at once. Having a cluster does present another problem. If both robots take a lot of damage, we don't just have one robot to repair, but 2, which could potentially be twice the work. Entering Robot Wars was a childhood dream, and now I'm about to become your worst nightmare.
In the arena, it's Dead Metal and Matilda with 1 ton of flip in those hardened steel tusks. Makes me shiver.
This could well be very, very painful.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Crackers and Smash, are they to pay the price of twice as much work to be done? They didn't have enough time to get the weaponry working, and already they're on the defensive, and they're in trouble here now. Dead Metal slicing in. We love a slice, that's nice. On to Smash there. Smash and Crackers. Pin and Smash, well, great tactics, only if the weaponry's working. And once again, Smash very nearly in the grips of the house robots. They tried to activate the pit release there. They have done. It's robots. Out comes Dead Metal. Very low machines. You can see the way they're slipping away at times, but he's got him here now. On the flame pit. Smash! Absolutely Crackers hitting his teammate there. It's not just the house robots that have gone through. It's the competitors as well. And here comes Matilda with a flywheel tail to have a go at Coyote.
Come on, Matilda!
Can they withstand that sort of punishment? They're trying there to take off the gnarling jaws, ranging between 750 and 1,000 kilos of punishment. We've seen plenty and heard plenty of growls from Coyote. And Crackers and Smash are still fighting and still proving problematic here.
Go on, that's it. Oh, so good.
The tough little nut with the wrecked weapons have used other tactics. Great driving to stay in here. But now they're on the flame pit. That wasn't good driving.
Oh dear, now I'm stuck.
Oh, Coyote looks immobile. And an immobilization counter started. But I can't see any movement out there beyond little Crackers.
Cease.
Dead Metal gripping Smash in there. I thought that was the end of Smash with the damage caused. But it wasn't the case, I don't think. Held on the flame pit. Coyote, immobilized.
A great result. 3 points for Crackers and Smash. But they still have to get their weapons working again, and dead metal caused even more damage.
Hitting the tyre and not getting the pit twice, getting a house robot coming out. Getting a house robot coming out of you. It's I'm sorry.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying, and it's...
Oh dear, there goes my robot.
Yeah.
Coyote's only weapon sustained damage courtesy of Matilda's rear end, and they're still to face the reigning champions.
You can see this rear plate steel's been bent out at an angle and broken the weld, so it's not sitting flush on the ground. We found in the group battle with Apollo that the jaws were actually really good at getting under their front flipper blades, so that was going to be our main tactic, but Matilda's kind of put paid to that slightly, so we need to get a big hammer out, give it a bash and get the grinder out just to make sure it's nice and razor sharp for them.
After the first two head-to-heads, the leaderboard looks like this. Carbide and Crackers and Smash both have 3 points. Apollo and Coyote are both on 0, but now go head-to-head in the arena.
Apollo have been working flat out to hammer, bend and angle grind the machine back into shape after its tussle with Carbide.
Coyote are still struggling to manipulate the 10mm steel of their crushing jaw.
Well, we've sustained quite a lot of damage on the flipper itself. It's bent, meaning that the flipper won't actually fall back into place, and even the top part of the flipper has a bend on it as well, so with it being kinked, it won't fit flush into Apollo. So yeah, basically it's stuffed at the moment. But Dave's on the job. Dave, you okay, mate?
Yeah, getting it.
Not a clue. Not a clue.
Coyote have failed to get the jaw flush to the floor, but its teeth are razor sharp. It's the moment of truth for Apollo. Will their flipper fit back into the robot?
Please fit. That's better.
It's not bad.
Apollo will have to fight with a damaged flipper. Will Coyote be able to take advantage and write the champions out of the competition altogether? It's over to you, Jonathan.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
So has clueless Dave solved the Apollo problem? Didn't look like it. Really did it. Coyote with those tactics in mind from the group battle, but flipped. The flipper is working. And that is bad news for Coyote. Can they self-right? Using the jaws, the crushing jaws. Up they go again. Another surprise here. It looked as if Apollo were down and out. They're far from that. And Coyote is whimpering, tossed through the air. Don't forget Apollo can launch robots 6 foot into the air. And the blue coats here are enjoying a little bit of light entertainment against Coyote.
Kilowog does not like us.
Can they throw them out of the arena? Can they get them out? They're out!
Well done. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done.
Great win for Apollo. Champions, back in business. Oh, well, what are they doing here? They're trying to take on Sir Killalot. He's the only house robot they've never flipped, but the house robots want revenge now. Into the dead metal. You are being dark here, boys. Get out, get out, get out.
Run away. Run away. They're chasing you. Run away.
Yes, run away or you're going to be crushed. Whoa. Brilliant win for Apollo, this. That was a mighty, mighty flip. They tried to flip Killalot. Not going to get away with that. That was almost suicidal. And Killalot's got a long memory, but this was the end of Coyote.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Woo! Did you like it?
Yeah.
Did you guys like it? Yes. I mean, well, I'll come back to you. Lads, I'm sorry. Not such a happy story on this side.
It's fine. Rapidly, isn't it? We got a flip in and the top jaw broke away, so the jaw was just dangling.
So just a bit disastrous, really. Okay, so what's the plan now? Are we going to be able to patch it back together and come
I
out
hope so, because we're fighting Carbide next. So it may be its final farewell, but...
Shark can take up breath. Okay, fine. But you know what? You've got nothing to lose next fight against Carbide, and sometimes that's when you dig deep and you get, like, something. Anything. Keep telling yourself that. this was the old Apollo.
Yeah.
And, I mean, Apollo looks a bit damaged. There's a gaffer tape holding them together. It's, you know...
The arm on the flipper, because it is a bit off.
Yeah.
I think that has affected it flipping higher.
And do you think that you can get that sorted before the next battle?
Yeah, I think so. And we're
No,
going
he says no. His face is like, absolutely not. We're as good as we're going to be.
Of course we can.
Sure.
Maybe not.
OK, right, OK. So 3 points for you guys. Well done. Well done. And commiserations.
Cheers,
guys.
Get in there.
Team Coyote took a beating, but there's no way they're giving up.
I think the main thing we need to do is get another bolt up for this actuator.
They've already lost their chainsaw, and after being thrown around by the reigning champions, their primary weapon is now in serious danger.
Apollo flips a couple of times, and then this jaw here, this is the actuator that powers it, and there's supposed to be a bolt that goes through there into that arm to hold it in place, and that's obviously disappeared, so it's just went downhill from there, really.
While the teams are busy with last-minute repairs, I've caught up with one of our judges, Professor of Robotics, Sethu Vijayakumar. This is part of a very famous robot. What's so significant about this robot here?
As part of a new collaboration with the NASA Johnson Space Center, we are involved with a project about sending a humanoid robot to Mars.
The critical issue is surely it's what it sees around us, for it to navigate the landscape.
You and me take it for granted that when we look around, we can actually make a sense of what's around us, figure out where there's empty space, where there's a doorway. We can figure out what to open, what to manipulate, what to grasp. But for a robot to do that is quite hard. And this equipment that you see here is an attempt at doing that in a very clever way. It's got a spinning laser, which is basically figuring out the depth information about what is in front of it. It's essentially recognizing faces, it's essentially recognizing texture, it's fusing depth information with texture and color, and it's creating a whole percept. Before the astronaut arrives, makes the whole problem of exploration much more easier.
It's incredible. Thank you very much, Dr. Sethu.
The next battle is Carbide versus Crackers and Smash. Both teams are in the pits, and Dave and Sam are making final tweaks to Carbide.
Crackers and Smash could be quite an awkward one because it's just too low for us to damage. Probably just skim across the top, but if we do get a bite on it, it will go flying.
In the group battle, Crackers and Smash's weapons took a beating. So the team are trying to amend their machine to make them as low as possible by going into the arena with no weapons at all.
We're going in without the weapons because we know they're going to get torn off. So it's a pure 3-minute survival match.
The team are taking a monumental risk. Are they about to be completely destroyed by the most powerful machine in the competition?
As long as you can, don't take any hits. As long as you can.
Activate.
Very sly tactics here from Crackers and Smash to stay away from that punishing play. Well, they haven't managed it there. And actually, they used the angle carbine there, rode up on Crackers and smashed into Smash. That's interesting. Can Crackers and Smash get away?
I'm giving it all I've got. It's not driving.
There's control problems here with Crackers and Smash. Down goes the pit release. Well, the carbide spinning blade is capable of thrashing these two little bots. Whoa! How about that? They caused massive problems to the arena wall as well, look!
They smashed the panel.
As it's potentially dangerous to continue when the arena sustains any damage, the match is paused. The judges discuss the team's performance while the arena is repaired. So far, it's been another outstanding performance of awesome power from Carbide.
Stay out of trouble, Crackers and Smash, you didn't manage it. And again, whoa, wow, away goes Smash. Crumples into the arena cyber with such power and destroyed it.
Nice.
The arena is almost repaired, but the match will now not be continuing as Crackers and Smash have some news.
So we're going to formally forfeit the fight to Carbide.
And then will the weapons come back for Apollo?
They're working.
Okay.
They're both the weapons work, but if we put them on now, well, you saw what happened.
They would be gone.
It's another tactical decision from Crackers and Smash, who decide to forfeit the 3 points instead of risking even further damage from Carbide. They will, though, have to repair both their robots in time for their next head-to-head against Apollo. The good news is the 5mm hardened steel armour has saved the internal mechanisms.
One brick of a robot.
Sorry?
The drive system's fine. It's mechanically, the entire robot's fine. Which also means we can fight Apollo, and we can fight Apollo properly. So, I mean, they're probably going to get under us really easily, but we can give it a good shot.
Coyote have fixed their crushing jaw and are preparing their tactics to face Carbide.
We can get around the back of him and maybe lift him up and dig the blade into the floor, perhaps. Maybe that could be a tactic.
Like, if we do get hold of him, we could potentially do anything we want with it. That's the thing. So literally see what happens.
Coyote is battle ready once again. They may be facing a ruthless machine, but they're brave enough to take them on.
Carbide against Coyote. Coyote's heavily armoured front may tangle Carbide's front blade. If they can stop the blade spinning, Coyote might be in with a chance. They have to win. Oh, you needn't have Bottle when you've got a machine that can flick away the current heat favourites like that. Not just about Bottle, about durability, about tactics. You've got your tactics wrong there, though.
Oh no, right to kill it.
In the CPZ. Get a lots area. Oh dear, Coyote started so well. That'll cause damage. Lane pit. The jaws dangling one moment, now gone. No chainsaw. And Carbide will slam. Few perilous moments, I guess part caused by Carbide's own front foot tactics, really. And they go in with that death hunt and slam. They can also spin themselves away.
Cease. They're dead now.
Yep.
A scare for Carbide, but no more than that. Good work by Coyote, but then in there. Is that where the damage was caused? Problems for the electronics after the flame pit.
Coyote are eliminated, but these worthy competitors are happy to go out in a blaze of glory.
Total annihilation would be the best way to describe what's happened here.
Modern art.
Yeah, I'll sell it for a fortune to fund the next robot.
That last battle means the leaderboard looks like this. At the top and through to tonight's final are Carbide. But who will they face? Both Apollo and Crackers and Smash are on 3 points, which means their fates rest on this final head-to-head. Will it be the underdogs Crackers and Smash, or can champions Apollo go through?
It's crunch time for Apollo, who are still struggling to recover from their fight with Carbide. They're trying to smooth out the flipper as best they can so that it fires on full power.
Thankfully, Carbide's done as much damage to Apollo as he's done to us. So we have a chance.
The team have got both weapons working for the first time since the group battle, but they can't test them properly until they're in the arena.
You need to win this, both of you. So whoever wins this is through to the final.
Yeah, I think it's one of those where they may feel that they're the underdogs, but we've gone through a lot of work on our robot. There are 2 of them. They're quite low to the ground.
Yeah.
They can probably get under us as well. So we're not that confident, to be honest with you.
As reigning champions, is there added pressure?
Yes, massively. Yeah, and we're
is.
a big target for everybody. Everybody wants to have a go at Apollo.
Right, give it up for Apollo.
You could get into the final with this. You could get a rematch.
Theoretically.
You could get a rematch. You just, you're low, you could get under it. Or Apollo could flip you out of the building. That's the other thing, because you're tiny and it's very powerful.
Nuts too.
Type to fly.
So we're either in for the high jump, or we could potentially bring about the biggest upset by knocking out the current champion.
That would be insane. Good luck. It's all to play for. You could be in the final as well. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for both Crackers and Smash.
Thank you.
Here we go. Let's get into the final. Let's have fun.
Can Crackers and Smash confound the tipsters against Apollo, or could these pint-sized robots be launched into space? I've got my crash helmet on, that's for sure. The weaponry of Crackers ineffective, so Smash comes in as well. Smash with the high spinning weapon, very fast spin up time. Pit released. I'm not too sure they're strong enough to push Apollo in there, don't think they are. Apollo with very experienced championship winning drivers. Smashes in the clutches of Dead Metal, gets away! And Crackers smashed by the lift straight into Dead Metal. Good flip. The flipper is working, maybe not perfectly, but it is working. And Crackers, I think, is over and out. Oh, they toss him to the air like a little leaf. And in comes Dead Metal. Look at the power of this. Huge, huge break. Lift across the arena floor. We think the Crackers has gone. They've set the House Robots growth. Oh, the sparks fly.
Oh! Little kid lost running away from Apollo.
Go, 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 go! Go, go, go!
Oh, they tried to flip there, so kill it off. Now, all this is good and fun and joyous for you boys. Remember that the House Robots never forget. Now they're in on the better business of getting smashed almost out of the arena. Cease is caught.
Well done, man. Well done, well done.
We survived 3 minutes with Apollo.
They've been brilliant competitors, Crackers and Smash. That was the end of Crackers onto Dead Metal. But the other machine was still alive, so they're allowed to continue. They became a plaything. Unsurprisingly, the judges have awarded 2 points to Apollo.
Here we go again. Carbide. But it doesn't look good.
Apollo are triumphant, meaning that Crackers and Smash leave the competition, but have proved that clever tactics and 2 tough little robots will get you far.
Had a great fight there. Fantastic fun.
That was surviving 3 minutes with Apollo was frankly surprising. I'm quite glad in some ways because I don't have to fight Carbide again.
We've managed to get in there and mix it with the best.
The final leaderboard sees Coyote on 0 points. Crackers and Smash leave with 3. Apollo finish with 5 points, which means they will get another chance to fight their rivals Carbide, who top the table with 9 points.
The annals of history are lined with fearsome rivals in titanic battles. This is no less a repeat of last year's grand finale.
Ladies and gentlemen, the brilliant reigning champions Apollo versus the robots feared by all, Carbide.
The road to the final has proved deadly for all but these 2 robot fighting teams. The relentless power of last series runners-up Carbide left their group battle opponents in a state of shock.
Too many robots in there, wasn't there? Just sport for choice, really.
There was no mercy shown against their old foe Apollo. Carbide has taken no prisoners.
Smash it.
They've left a trail of mangled metal in their wake on their march to the heat final.
It smashed the panel.
Standing in their way to a place in the series final is Apollo. The reigning champions left a trail of destruction in their group battle.
Yes!
In their first head-to-head, Carbide took the upper hand and Apollo were badly beaten.
Come on, leave us alone. Stop it.
That's nasty, that, isn't it?
Apollo made a fearsome return to form against competitors.
Well done, man. Well done, well done.
But they still failed to flip Sir Killalop.
Run away! Run away!
Do they still have what it takes to overcome Carbide?
Apollo took the trophy in the last series. Can Carbide get their revenge? They look the more improved machine here.
Roboteers, stand by.
The Blue Coats are making a song and dance of getting into the final again, but Carbide say everything's going to plan.
Three, 2, 1, activate.
Apollo, they're attacking Carbide. This is a great final building up here right now to this heat. Two mighty machines, two of the most powerful machines we've seen in this series of Robot Wars, that's for sure. Sparks flying. They're trying to dent and bash and buckle that front flipper, certainly. Ooh, listen, can you hear it? There's that death hum of Carbide. Is the flipper working now for Apollo? Oh, look at the disc now, up to speed, the Banshee hum!
Look, we need to, we'll lose, mate.
I think they're in trouble here, the defending champions. You can see the sparks flying from that onslaught from Carbide. And Apollo took mighty, mighty punishment. Apollo limited now, certainly in weaponry. And immobile.
We didn't get any flips then at all.
No.
Apollo gone.
That's some big hits in there. Good driving, man. Good driving.
What a win for Carbide! Revenge is sweet, not just for Carbide, but for Killalot. I'm afraid, Apollo, everything you get now, you deserve on the flame pit.
Naughty boy.
That was a good attack from Apollo, getting in underneath and denying really any power from the Carbide blade, but there we saw damage sustained. Again, a good drive by Apollo, so Carbide up and over and not really causing any problems at that stage. Little bit of spark there. But this is where the major damage was caused. And from that moment on, no way back from Apollo, no way back at all. Great final. Two brilliant teams.
It feels like only yesterday that we were in this very same spot, presenting you with the trophy for winning the first series. You're not getting past this episode. What happened out there?
I mean, we've got to the end of this episode, so... and fighting Carbide again in a final is just epic, and we just didn't get the flipper working.
I mean, you took the blows. I mean, and you're underneath him a few times, and we're waiting for the button to be pressed.
Yeah.
And just nothing happened.
No, the flipper just didn't want to know. We tested it as we put it in the arena, worked absolutely fine. It just got a bit of stage fright once it went out into the arena.
But well done to Carbide as well.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Very different story from last time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the remnants there, it's a bit pathetic when you look at it. What a monster of a robot you've built.
Yeah, it's pretty relentless now, isn't it? I think we've tinkered away and seem to have got it right.
Can you go all the way this time?
I don't know, it gets hard now.
Stop it, this is the same old. Oh, I don't know, we'll see what happens. Give it up for Carbide.
Well done, Carbide.
Well done, guys. Well done.
So, the king is dead. Long live the king. Yes, it's a new era here. Our champions are already gone. Congratulations to Carbide. Farewell to Apollo, and farewell from all of us here at Robot Wars. Good night.
Next time on Robot Wars.
Winning Robot Wars would be a dream come true.
The robot rejoining the competition is...
Okay, that is a first. We've never seen that before.